Okay, welcome back again. This is going to be a short video. I want to show you how you can use the OS module to actually walk through and loop through all of the files and folders in any given directory using Python. So this one is particularly special, and that's why it's broken out in its own video. It's called the os.walk method. And what it allows you to do is call a simple class method on a specific path, and Python will do all the hard work for you and give you all of the folders and files as strings as you go through any specific folder. This is really helpful if you don't know what might already exist in a folder. You use this os.walk method and you're able to actually loop through every single subfolder and file in a given file. It's a good way to search for specific things that you might be looking for. Obviously the glob method with path is better for actually searching, but this is more of like an iterative way of looping over every single file. Maybe you want to make a change to every file in a nested structure of files. Well, this is how you could do that, and let me just show you kind of what it looks like. So over on the left hand side I have a homework folder. Now this is in Google Colab, the Jupyter Notebook workspace we talked about before. So actually this is running in Linux, but in any case I wanted to show you how this works with the os.walk method. So I have a homework folder, and inside of that folder I have week 1, week 2, and week 3. All of these are subfolders of homework, as you can see, right? Inside of each week there's just one assignment.txt file. See, assignment, assignment 2, assignment 3. Now if I run the os.walk method, how do I actually use it? So it's kind of interesting. You use a for statement, and you spell out whatever you want your variable names to be for the folder name, the subfolders, and the file names. Now this is kind of interesting. When you call os.walk, it's going to actually walk through every subfolder and give you the folder name, the subfolders of that folder, and the file names in that folder. Now if I run that, inside of that for loop, each of these are lists. The subfolder and the file names are lists. That folder name is just a string. So I have to have another for loop for that list that's returned by the os.walk method. And these are just random arbitrary variables, remember that, but they're particularly helpful here in this case for knowing what you're working with. So subfolder in subfolders, or subfolder in subfolders. I'm looping through that list now. And same thing for file names. So if I run that, you can kind of get an idea of how it works. So the current folder is homework. That's this line of code. And then subfolder of homework. And what do I got? I got week 2, week 3, week 1, right? And there are no files inside. So it doesn't print anything here because there are no file names passed. Then it goes on to the next iteration and it says the current folder is homework week 2. They're not in any particular order. That can't guarantee what order they might be in. In this case, I've got week 2 folder first, and it loops through. It says the current folder is homework week 2, and the file inside, see that string match there, we've got assignment2.txt, and we see that over here, right? And it does that again for week 3 and the week 1. So you can see, using this structure for your code, you can actually loop through all folders and subfolders and the files contained in them on your operating system. That can be super useful. And again, that's just the os.walk method. So I hope you find that useful, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks.